Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Superstormtrooper124 and I am bringing you another review. This time it's going to be another screen recorder, but just to show you more options that this recorder gives you, I am going to be using Hypercam to record this one, but in later videos you will see me using this recorder instead. And when I figure out which one I do like better, and when I get used to this one better, I will bring you a video that is Hypercam versus the one I'm going to show you today, which is BB FlashBack Express Recorder and BB FlashBack Express Player. So both of these programs you can download here for free. For 30 days you have a trial. For a free 30 days, and after that you would have to get a free license to still have them on your computer, which you could do at any time, but I have not done yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a brief look at both of the programs. The Express Recorder is the screen recorder that it gives you a little taskbar. And with that taskbar, you can manage options and sound options, video options, all that stuff. And the Express Player, what that does is it's the player in which you would see the videos that you made here. Okay, so let's just get this started. So I'm gonna double click on this. As you can see, it's Express. You can upgrade it to Standard or Pro. You can register. I have 27 days left, so. And this is a startup window. It just tells you how to record your screen, how to add text and images to the movie, see up when getting started, all that. So I'm just gonna close that. And when you start off, this is what you get with the screen recorder when you open it. So it's basically this little taskbar with a record button, which becomes a pause button when you are recording, a stop button, a play button, and a Dropbox menu. So in the menu you have a couple options: play, record, quick record options, and these do not become available until you are actually recording, which basically these are just these, except it does have two other options like add marker and restart recording that are not on this thing. So help, support, register, which you can register for a free license. You can run as a tray icon down here, but I like it here better because it's easier to stop and do your options. Check for updates, about, and exit. Alright, so that's basically the brief overview of that, and I will be getting to this later in the video. So what I'm going to do is show you what would happen if you were to try to record, and show you the 5 steps that you would have to go through. Okay, this is step 1, sound. You have two choices. If you don't want to record sound, you just uncheck the box and you move on. If you do want to record the sound, you would check this box, and here you have these options. You could use a microphone, which I like using. As you can see here, it shows the volume. You could adjust the volume as well, which is pretty cool. You could use the PC speakers of what you hear in the computer. For example, if you wanted to play YouTube videos, that would be an example. You could also record the microphone in a separate track, which I have tried, and if they did this option well, it would have been perfect, because you can't adjust the sound of either one. You would have to, both of them would be at its highest volume, and if you could adjust the volume for like the PC speakers or the microphone, it would be perfect, or to me at least. Sound format, stereo, MP3 compression, quality. That's step 1. Step 2 would be webcam recording. If you wanted to check it, you could record using your webcam as well as recording your screen, both at the same time. Step 3 is record mode, and it's just the record mode basically. So automatic would let BB FlashBack Express adjust the settings for what it sees fit. Normal applications with lossless quality, GDI mode, you can adjust the frames. That's basically like if you want to record simple programs that, like, not videos, I guess. and if you want to record moving video or games, you would use this mode, MPEG mode. You can adjust the frames per second for both and quality for this one. Or you can have if you have an older PC, you can check this box. I have an older PC or want to minimize CPU usage. Next is step 4, which is basically other options where you can just mess with these, record mode, miscellaneous, and if you have this, use quick record instead of wizard. If you were to check that, you wouldn't have to go through all those 5 steps anymore, which I don't want to do anymore, so I'm going to click that. So you're going to press OK when you're done. And the final is the area that you would like to record. You can either pick full screen, window, or region. You can also pick whether or not you want to show the recorder toolbar, this thing, during recording, which I want to do because it becomes easier. Alright, so I'm gonna click finish, and what happens is you get this. I am going to make a quick test video to show you how the Express player works. So I'm just gonna start that. So I'm gonna click record, initializing. As you can see over here, the timer started, so it's counting up, or it's just counting how long the video is. A pause button, stop button. These become available on marker, restart recording, stop. So yeah, I'm just to waste time, I'm just gonna show you guys what you would have to do to download it. So you would have this, and you could upgrade, need more, or download. As you can see, it says free to use forever. So down at this screen, you click download. It's not that hard. You can select download server, primary server, or the US mirror. I use the primary server. I don't think there's a real difference. After that, you would have this. You would click save file. Then you would be downloading it depending on what you have. I'm gonna, yeah, just depending on what you have, it just downloads. I don't need to install it again. Then you just run through the normal process, and that's it. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this video. So I'm gonna just press the stop button like that, and I'm just show you the rest of the features. So when you're done, it says screen recording complete, and do you want to save it or discard it? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it as YouTube vid BB. And as you can see, when you try to save as a type, there's only one type of file that the flashback can save it as, and that's .fbr, which I believe stands for flashback recording or flashback recorder. So you would have to save that. And this is an awesome feature that if you pick this, you will just open it in the player, which I'm going to do, but you could also export it to Flash or AVI, which is awesome. But I'm gonna just pause this for now. If you were to export it, you can only export it into Flash and AVI on this particular one. If you were to get the Pro version or the standard version, you'll be able to have more formats to to export it into. So I'm just gonna, so as you can see, the timeline, the sounds, PC sounds. Apparently I did not pick microphone sounds, as that's why you can only see a little bit of this talking. So I'm gonna have to adjust that, but it's a mistake or whatever. So you can see the sound timeline, the frames. You could the play button. As you can see, it's moved or whatever. And the regular file, view, movie, sound, effects, tools, help, open, save. You can upload it to YouTube straight from here. You can export it, as I showed you. You can export it to Flash or AVI. I usually do it to AVI. You could adjust the cursor effects, which I'm going to show you in a bit. And as you can see here, you could select a cropping rectangle. You can adjust how big it is. That I'm just gonna. Then after that, you would just apply effects, and as you see, it crops it, and as you move throughout the video, it will adjust. So if I went back to the beginning, the cropping is following the actual video, which is awesome. So back to the mouse properties, you can adjust if it's a circle or a spotlight. So you can see if it's a spotlight, it's a spotlight. At the circle, you can change the colors of it. Let's see if I were to change that red and this black. Press OK. It would change the color of it, and it would play on like that. Alright, there it is. Volume, you can fit window, all that. You could jump to it a certain time, I'm guessing here. From here, this thing, you could pick where you want to be at in the timeline. See if I were to pick here, I could press play. And from here, you know, it's actually a pretty good program. It's not as advanced as some programs are, and I believe that when you do get the extended version or the pro version, more features do become available. So if you like this and want more, then probably invest in the pro version. Does that say STD? You can get the BB FlashBack STD. No comment on that. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, the program is actually really good. Unlike HyperCam, it does feature a editing program as well, which I really like. And later on, I will make a video of HyperCam versus this, and I need to get really used to this one first before I can even judge that yet. But this program is it's accessible. It's not that difficult to handle. It did look a little bit complicated at first, but it's probably not, because I'm not really into all this editing stuff, but it's actually really easy. So check it out if you like it. Yeah, so that's it. This is Super Stormtrooper 124. This was a review of BB FlashBack Express Recorder and Player 2. So that's it, YouTube. Like,